Before we start the show, let's hear from one of our sponsors. Their support keeps this show free for you.
All you homeowners have unique needs. Some feel the need to leave up holiday decorations year-round. Others have the need to use their garage as practice space for their new metal band. And because each homeowner has unique needs, Geico helps you get the right coverage for your home and what's in it. That way, you get exactly what's right for you, even if your needs are unique. Get more with Geico.
Hi, I'm Michelle, a mother of 2 teens. 13 years ago, I traded in punishments and rewards for connection. Now I prioritize relationship over behaviors, utilize play as a parenting tool, and set limits with empathy instead of consequences. Each week, I share my journey and interview clients, experts, and followers. Thanks for joining me on the Peace and Parenting podcast. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the Peace and Parenting podcast. I'm Michelle, and I have lovely guest Erica, who I am so happy I got to know during our first ever certification program through Peace and Parenting, and she's going to tell us all about it. But Erica, would you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
For sure. So I'm Erica. I live with my husband and 3 of our 5 kiddos in Nashville, Tennessee. And we have, so our 5 kiddos, we're a blended family, and we have 3 of them are adopted, our 2 youngest and our oldest. So we have a 9-year-old and 11-year-old, China and Taiwan. And then we have a 16 and a 22-year-old, and then a 31-year-old who's also adopted from Guatemala. So we have a big, loud family.
Yeah, you do. Lovely. Good for you. Yeah. I love it. And so Erica became one of the first ever members of our certification cohort that we started in September, I think. And it was a 12-week program. And I just would love for you to share your experience there and how was it and what did you think?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was amazing. So my background, I've been a relationship coach for the last few years and have worked with single women and couples and have always kind of missed this parenting aspect of it. Obviously, I'm a parent, and as I work with them, like I can kind of go into a little bit, but I've always missed just some of the pieces. I've done so much research on different, Michelle, I followed you for years, like in your methodology and the book and all these things. That's really started like changing the way we approach parenting, but diving into this coaching program and having the accountability, being able to go through the trainings, meeting with other women and who want to become coaches and diving into this, like it just transformed not just our family and how we parented, but I'm seeing so much changes in even like the couples I've been working with and the changes that they've had with their families. It's been incredible.
Oh, so good. I love that. And I love how that now you get to have the lens of adoption, which is like a very specific but beautiful lens too, to like add in all this connection stuff. Can it be so helpful in adoption? Really, really helpful. So tell us, what were the highlights from the program? What were the things that you liked the most? What did you find most rich?
Yeah, I think understanding the importance of like special time and play and realizing that growing up, obviously so many of us have this, like, we've got punishments, we've got bribes and rewards.
Yep.
And that's how you parent. And that's how I went into parenting. Like there's consequences. Like I had even worked with a therapist for years and it was, hey, we should have like a jar of like consequences. And like when they do something bad, we take marbles out. And we do something good, we put marbles in. I'm like, okay, we'll try it. And it never worked with our kids. Like it was a struggle. I was like, surely this has to work. Like everybody's talking about this.
Right.
But one thing I realized is just the importance of play and special time. And this might be getting off topic, but especially with kiddos who are adopted, connection is so important and attachment. And there's so much trauma that's from there and like self-protection that they have and being able to dive into like, I don't have to go into it with a punishment place of, because that speaks to their shame. That puts them into this like one down position, which then either they're going to perform and become super performative, or they're going to go to the other side and be like, forget y'all, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Totally.
And we had one of each of those with the younger two in how we were parenting. And one of the things that my husband and I have realized, and it's been so beautiful watching our little's relationship with him shift as we dove into this, like prioritizing special time and connection and play. And even the other day, my daughter who was talking and she was like, just being able to acknowledge like her relationship with my husband, her stepdad has completely changed over the last few months, being able to see the shift in it. And it's been so incredible. And leading into this work, obviously going through adoption, it's not just like, oh, I want to adopt and you become an adoptive parent. Like there are hours and hours of classes you have to take and parenting training. And they talk about attachment and what that looks like. But none of that information has changed our relationship with the kids, like doing this work
Yeah.
and being able to dive into that. So,
Yeah, that's so good. We should make sure that everybody who adopts takes a peace in parenting or a
oh my gosh,
connection course.
yes.
Yeah, that would be
Absolutely.
amazing. That would be incredible for everyone's transition.
Absolutely. If I had this information 9 years ago when I was going through the adoption process, like I could only imagine, like, because even at that point, obviously, like timeouts, we didn't do timeouts, we did time ins of like
Yeah.
trying to keep them close, but there was still this punishment piece to it
Yeah.
of you did something wrong. And that's not the mindset we have anymore, nor that we want to keep like
Nor,
potentially.
yeah. And it doesn't really work. I'd say like overall, it just doesn't work. And if at best it works, sometimes it creates lots of problems elsewhere. The punishment
Absolutely.
piece. Did you have a hard time, just off subject a little bit, but did you have a hard time with like that part of it? Getting rid of
Uh,
the punishments or rewards or
oh my
threats
gosh,
or
yes.
yeah. Yeah.
There's times where like, and even now, like it's been such an ingrained like philosophy in our lives now, but there's times where, of course, we as parents get overstimulated, overwhelmed, and it's like we react in that same Dan Siegel lid lower brain flip of, all
Yeah.
right, that's it. Christmas is canceled.
Everything's canceled. You're done.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's over time, it just doesn't hold the test. It doesn't hold up the connection piece. It really erodes connection and causes more problems. We're hitting pause for a moment to thank our sponsors. These brands make sure you can listen to this podcast for free.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked #1 in innovation for 10 consecutive years and #2 among public universities for employability. ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online, that's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Are you sick of the sibling fighting? Are you tired of asking your child to do the same thing over and over and over again, only to end up using threats and bribes to try to get them to cooperate? Well, it doesn't have to be like that. You can learn the ideas of connection through our Connected Parent Mastermind group coaching program. We meet 3 days a week. Myself and my 2 coaches hold meetings. We also give you access to all of my online materials, meaning 10 modules of instruction, PDFs, podcasts, and my book. You get to join our school community and interact with coaches and myself and so many parents who are doing this work just alongside you. So if you're feeling stuck or if you want to accelerate your connected parenting practice even further, join the Connected Parent Mastermind. Click the link in the show notes for more information. Okay, let's get back to the show. What about the other people in the program? I know I loved everybody in the program. What were
Oh
your
my gosh.
thoughts on?
It was everybody incredible, and being able to walk through it again with just like-minded people
Yes.
and being able to see, obviously we're not all parenting the same. We all have different takes and our kids are in different places. But one of the biggest things that I've realized, especially in talking through this, we all think we're so unique. And like we're the only ones going through something like this. Like my child is the only one who experiences this. I'm the only one who parents this way. And as you start talking, it's like, wait, you too? You also? Like, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm not alone anymore.
No.
It's just so rewarding and like comforting to be like, okay, we're in this together, and it kind of going to shame. There's so much based in shame. And it's like, okay, if I speak up and you're also going through it, like those shame gremlins go away and
Yeah.
we can like link arms and be able to walk through it together.
Yeah. And admit our mistakes and our missteps and just like no judgment. And I thought that was the most beautiful piece of these women who did this program, is that there is no judgment. You're dealing with people who truly, truly want to help others and are deeply invested in this work. And so it's a lovely caliber of person that comes to a program like
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
for sure. And I think something too, is it's not like, obviously it's a coaching program. Like we're trying, like you're leading other women and other men who want to become coaches, but also for parents who are doing this, like, again, just having that accountability shifted, and like we had a huge pivot just in having that weekly accountability for 12 weeks, being able to talk with other parents who want to be coaches. And it wasn't just a business part. It really affected our family in a really beautiful way.
Yeah. Tell everybody about the program. What did it look like? Just the makeup of it.
Yeah. So we had, every week there was homework, and it was, okay, guys, mom of five. At that point, we had four living with us and working full time and doing all this. And at first it was like, okay, homework, how am I going to fit this in?
Oh,
And
Erica was a star student, by the way. She's very organized and always came with her homework.
but type A trauma, all the things, like
Yeah.
we're going to make it happen. But what I realized is the homework. So you had reading. We were reading a couple of chapters in your book. We are watching modules and trainings from you, which the way you teach is so incredible. And I just love how you're so intentional in how you train, being able to be like, hey, here's the information, having a Q&A to be able to listen to like other parents, what they're going through, us as coaches being able to talk through then. It just was so much good repetition, but not in okay, we have to sit here for 4 hours. And
Yeah, no, that's not going to work. People, they say you can only learn about 30, 40 minutes at a time.
yeah,
And so it's like these trainings that are so long, I don't think they make sense because I don't think you retain all of that stuff anyway.
no,
Yeah.
no, I agree. And I think the way you've set it up is in a way that is manageable. It is, again, with some repetition being, and not in a like, oh my gosh, here he goes repetitive again, but just being able to talk through what we're learning, reading about it. Like it was so impactful.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Well, we are starting a new one next week or week after, in February. And so we're hoping to get more lovely people like you in it to be able to we want to spread the word of connected parenting out there, because I need a lot of minions telling everybody, because I can't be the only one.
I love that. And I think that's what's so beautiful too, is this isn't such a like, we've got to keep it small. Like it's so, it's hard to get into, it's hard to get this information. Like you make it so accessible, and it's changing lives, it's changing families. And I think what's so powerful is that ripple effect that happens.
Yes. And that's the thing. It's like, I want other people to spread the message, because that's my goal, is to hopefully have everybody parenting this way, or as many people as we can get there. And there's no way I can do it all. So I have to teach other people to teach other people. Right. Yeah. So tell us then, Miss Erica, what are your plans now that you're a peace and parenting certified coach? You're also a relationship coach. You're an adoptive mom. You're a biological mom. What's your plan?
Yeah. So I am really diving into this parenting coaching part. So I've been a relationship coach for a while. Love it. Love working with women, love working with couples. And again, what's been missing is that parenting piece. And I'm seeing how, again, just from a ripple effect, how much being able to impact a family unit and
Mhm.
being able to change that is going to change the course of so many lives. And I want to be a part of it. What's next is I'm so excited. So I'm diving into obviously relaunching this parenting side of my business. I am working on a podcast and going to be putting that out. For years. I've always said like, and have had multiple drafts of different books written. And I'm like, I want to do this. And so like being able to really hone and be like, okay, this is how I want it. And being an author and really focusing on the parents and child relationship So
Yeah.
diving into all the things.
Yes, Erica. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, we're so glad you're out there spreading this beautiful word. And thank you for being part of this cohort. And thanks for coming on the Peace and Parenting podcast team.
Thank you. It's been such an honor. And thank you for all that you do.
No, it's nothing. I love it. It's my work. Thanks everybody for joining us on the Peace and Parenting podcast. And we will see you next time.
All you homeowners have unique needs. Some feel the need to paint their door a vibrant shade of blue. Others have the need to decorate their bathroom with fish, anchors, and other nautical items. And because each homeowner has unique needs, Geico helps you get the right coverage for your home and what's in it. That way, you get exactly what's right for you, even if your needs are unique. Get more with Geico.